Hey, how's everybody doing this morning? Pompi coming at you from RE Solutions. I don't have any of those cool gadgets that Pete and cool screen stuff that our broker Pete Candelario puts together for you. However, because of all the mass technical difficulties, I figured I'll go old school and just go straight to my phone. So the other three members of the team are out at training, learning about Clue, which is a cool insurance report that kind of tells you a little bit about all of the past issues that the property might have had as you're getting ready to purchase it. It normally comes from insurance. Not going to talk about it too much. I'm going to let Pete, Denise, and potentially Belinda hit you guys up about that and let them talk to you since they went to that training. However, I myself, as a retired military individual that was blessed to have a father that taught me a lot about real estate and generational wealth and moving forward and how to make a little bit more for you and your family. I wanted to reach out and talk to you a little bit about San Antonio and the real estate market as far as investing down here. And if you're active duty military, retired of any of the branches, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. And you need to start working on owning a piece of the land that you fought so hard for, that you worked so hard for, right? So, because I don't have any of Pete's cool things to come across the screen and everything like that, I did want to hit up and talk to you a little bit about the San Antonio market. NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, states that San Antonio is one of those top 10 hidden gems for 2022. I've got my cool little sheet of paper here with all the stats that I wanted to make sure you got hit up on. So, despite the fact that San Antonio single home prices are up about 16% year over year, don't you wish you bought one before? That means you would have had a 16% value over that home growth over the time that you've had it. But the NAR, once again, the National Association of Realtors, is saying that it believes that San Antonio prices are still undervalued. That should tell you something for those of you that are PCSing already living in San Antonio and you're wondering if you should buy because everybody keeps trying to scare you, saying that the markets are so scary, interest rates are so scary. It's a beautiful time to still come and buy a house, and it's a great time to still jump into the market while it still has a lot of value and a lot of potential for you to still gain. So the San Antonio real estate market is predicted to outperform other Texas cities in 2022. With home prices predicted to continue to rise, even though it has 3.5% by the end of the year. So that means a couple of years ago, San Antonio was one of the top 5 cities where homes can make a good investment, and it's still continuing to do so. Oh, I'm getting hit up. It looks like Pete's trying to join us. Maybe I can get Pete in there. Pete? Hey, Pete, are you there? Are you with me? Look at that. There's the stud muffin himself. Looks like they were just finishing up their completion of the training for Clue. How was that?
It was good. We had Phil Delgado from Goosehead Insurance out here. He was teaching a class on clue inspections, basically just telling you how prior claims, I guess, on a property. So
Okay,
the history and stuff. So it was a pretty good training. So
that's nice. That's
and
nice.
we had lunch. And we had lunch. You missed
And
lunch.
you had lunch. Look at that. Go figure. You can't. Real estate agents never go hungry in this town. You know. So I was just telling people that you guys were over there attending this Clue seminar. So, what else would you tell somebody in regard to the Clue as far as the report? How important or necessary would it be for, say, an investor that's looking into buying a home?
Well, there's when it comes to the insurance portion of a contract, those are usually the last things that people actually look at.
Hmm.
But really, the insurance, you should be starting from what we learned today. The insurance, you should be starting during the inspection phase,
Okay.
because in that way you can actually start getting that clue inspection done, and that clue inspection basically tells you all the claims that were on that property, and it gives the agent more negotiating power. It gives the buyers more negotiating power, just in case there was claims put on that property that for things that were never done on the property. So
That's awesome to know.
yeah, so it's the way he put it. He said it's I square, which is inspections and insurance. You should be doing that together at the same time. So a lot of agents, once again, don't talk about insurance right away. A lot of lenders don't talk about insurance right away, but you should be looking at it right at the beginning and stuff. So
That's awesome.
So what were you talking about?
I was getting ready to talk about the housing market in San Antonio, and as far as investors and how they can gain some generational wealth, because the market is continuing to rise, and they're estimating, like I just had told them, 3.5% by end of the year is still estimated for 2022. So for those active duty members and retired members, they can use their VA home loan benefit to be able to go out and buy something, live in it for about a year or two, and gain some wealth. Because so many of us, as both of us were active duty and now retired, they just don't. They don't know about it. They're not aware of it. And for all the years that you will stay PCSing all over the U.S., you can be doing this at each location you go to. San Antonio just being one of the best locations. We have Lackland Air Force Base. We've got BAMC. We've got
SAMC. Remember SAMC now.
Oh, SAMC now. Yeah, I guess I just dated myself on that. We've got Air Force headquarters here, Randolph. Then we also have Camp Bullis, and just some of the other things that are in constant rotation down here in San Antonio as far as military installations, TDYs. The amount of individuals, military-wise, that live in this city is ridiculous. And so many of them are giving away their benefit for free when they could be growing themselves. They're helping somebody else grow.
Well, you know our story, that we didn't buy our house until it was our last duty station here at San Antonio and stuff like that. And that was because we didn't know any better, right? If we knew any better, we would have purchased houses in all the places we were. That house that we purchased, which was the first house we've ever purchased, is a rental now. So, and that we have owners right now that have properties in different states, and they're active duty. Especially we have our owner Gabby Slammer from one of the properties that she has here in San Antonio. I'm not going to say the address, but
let's not say the address.
She has properties all over, and she actually bought a property just now in Spain. She's stationed out in Okinawa right now, but she bought a property out in Spain that she's turning it into a Airbnb kind of style property. And then she also has a house to go to when she visit Spain and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
How awesome is that? Why would you not do that, right?
Yeah. And she's young. She's in her 30s and stuff. She is a senior master sergeant in the Air Force right now, but she'll retire. I'm pretty sure she'll make chief. She'll probably retire in her 40s and stuff like that, and still have income coming in from not only her retirement, probably disability, and then all the houses that she has across the United States and abroad now. So
it's like, why would you not do something like that to benefit yourself and your family members as you move on towards life, right? There's something about making money without having to worry about it, in the essence of just waking up. All I had to do was wake up this morning and, money got deposited, or I gained my net worth just a hair more because somebody else did it for me. All right.
Well, we had a lot of owners during COVID just sell their properties, right? Because they were able to sell them because obviously the market was really good. People were selling left and right. But now rental prices have gone up. So this is
exponentially
properties right now. To get your investment property and start going.
So as discussed, medium San Antonio rent is almost $1,800 a month right now for the medium in San Antonio. So why that could have been you at one point in time, where medium rent. I know even my own family, we have a rental that was renting out for almost $1,400 at one point, and because of all the increases and us spending a little bit of money on the property, we're getting almost $1,700 for that house right now. And I've only got wifey and I only have about 10 years left on it, and it's paid off. So then that'll just be money additional in our pocket.
Exactly. So
we got Sean over here getting ready to join in. Let me slide over a little bit. He was taking a business call. We've got a house up for rent right now. You know, we have 1523 Noble Oak, 3-1 bedroom. We're getting leads left and right. I've sent tons of leads to the Reddas, and I've sent to Sean as well. He's been working some of those leads. So I was going to bring him in to talk so he can help us talk a little bit about everything going on with his rental search. He just helped, as you know, he helped close almost 2 deals now with military individuals that are trying to buy homes, knowing for a fact that they'll rent them out later on. So we've been teaching him and helping him grow in that facet so that he can help do more of these in the future.
Yeah, and I was just talking to one of our owners today, the short-term rental guy. He has another property that he's taking care of right now, and hopefully we will have that on the market as an Airbnb within the next month. So, and then you didn't know this, but it's a duplex. But the person behind it that was living in there was supposed to be out by January. Well, she's actually going to be out in September. So
look at that. We got a live surprise.
He's going to get in there a little bit sooner to do some repairs and some remodeling and stuff like that. So, by September, we should have another Airbnb short-term rental property going on the market too. So
that's freaking awesome, man. That just goes to show we're getting blessed left and right.
So we're having fun doing it as well too. So, but anyway, I'm going to let you continue with this. I'm going to go in there and eat me some more tacos.
Outstanding. You enjoy those tacos, Pete.
We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So that's great. It's glad that Pete got a chance to kind of join us. But like I said, I don't have all those cool transitions that Pete does, but I do have the capability of being able to use a good old-fashioned printer and make sure that I have the facts for you. So next thing is over the next 24 months, San Antonio is still continued as far as stats and data, is still pressed to continue to improve and impress upon the market for investors, right? So we're still looking at growth all around. From what was this here? I'll read it word for word so I don't mess it all up. The median price range of a single-family home in San Antonio increased by 16% over the last year, while the days on market is down to 27 days on market on average compared to 34 same time last year, right? We just discussed the medium rent range in San Antonio is about $1,779, $1,800 based on area. Rents have increased in San Antonio 12% year over year. That's just, that's amazing. I'm going to let Sean read that one for me right there.
All right. And over the past 3 years, rent for a 3-bedroom place in San Antonio has increased by about 26%.
If you're an investor or if you're contemplating on becoming an investor, that number should have just made like a light bulb on your head and get all kinds of excitement about how your money can grow by somebody else paying for it. If you're an active duty military member, you know, and you're renting in this town, you know right now how high rent is. And imagine you could be paying into your own home, and when you PCS out, you rent that home out. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you, we're property management as well. We can help you buy, we'll help you manage, and then you don't have to deal with all the ugliness that sometimes is property management. You don't have to worry about getting called at 2 a.m. because hot water heater broke. You don't have to worry about getting that call of it's 100 degrees out here and my AC broke. You know, what am I going to do about that? We deal with all that for you. We help send people out. We manage it for you so you can enjoy your next PCS. And we take care of everything from A to Z as far as managing your property so that you can breathe easily in the evening. But hit me up with this last one right here, Sean,
Right.
or this one
Certainly.
right there.
Most affordable neighborhoods in San Antonio for renters include Quintana, Salado Valley, and Sunny Slope, where the average rents are less than $900 per month still at this point.
So those are a little lower level kind of style properties that you can have or you can live in. And then hit us up with this next one.
Okay, the most expensive neighborhoods in San Antonio for renters are Forest Crest, my personal favorite, King William,
That's a great
and downtown San Antonio, where the average rents range between $3,065 and $4,500 per month. Like I said, King William is one of those. It's just south of downtown. It's just sort of unique. A lot of people. It's like the Austin Quarter for San Antonio. A lot of people describe it. It's just a lot of unique opportunities for eating, for drinking, for entertainment. It's a neat little corner of San Antonio that a lot of people maybe don't get to experience so much when they first get here, because I mean everybody knows about the Pearl and everybody knows about Town, but you know, we don't have that sort of Sixth Street experience that Austin may have, but we do have a lot of just weird bistros, great restaurants, great bars, there's all kinds of entertainment downtown, and King William is just that next neighborhood down that just has even cooler little things that you won't catch at everywhere else. So I love King William.
So I know what you're telling me. You're telling me right now, like, Pompi, let's be real. I'm a staff sergeant. I'm a tech sergeant. I can't afford these multi-million-dollar homes. You're absolutely correct. And when I was a staff sergeant and tech sergeant, I could not either. However, as a staff sergeant, I was able to purchase a home, which a staff sergeant can still purchase a home in and around the SeaWorld area.
Mm-hmm.
They can purchase a home up and down Petrenko 211 area. They could purchase a home in Redbird Ranch. They could purchase a home directly off of 90.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge community that just populated right there. Those areas are still very close to Lackland, very nice areas, and still heavily rented out in those areas, where you can find a home for anywhere between a 280 to 320, which is well within range of staff and tech sergeant. And you can start your journey in becoming an investor slowly. A lot of people will tell you or sell you on that idea that you can make tons of money overnight. Man, I don't know what BS that is, man. You can make generational wealth. You can make money. It's a long ball or long-term game. So by the time you are my age at 50 or close to 50, and you're moving on down the road, you potentially could easily own 3 to 5 properties.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So that by the time you are close to retirement, hopefully some of these homes are paid off, if not almost paid off, and the rents are covering everything for you. Right. So that's where we're coming at when we're trying to tell you long-term generational wealth. There's no quick game unless you win the lottery.
No, and it's true. And it's a lot of living within your means on that BAH. If you're military, like I said, living within your means on that BAH, and you could own a perfectly wonderful home in the suburbs of San Antonio. And then, you know, your PCS seasons comes, you have to go, you rent it out. And again, they're paying your mortgage. You know, and it's a much safer way to generate generational wealth than, say, the Bitcoin at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a place for Bitcoin. There's a place for stocks. All of that is wonderful. And maybe if you're knowledgeable enough about it, you can make some intensely quick short-term cash there, right? However, in real estate, you're guaranteed. It's just a guarantee that year over year appreciation on your house is going to happen. Those years that might not be the greatest years, those are plateau years. So you haven't lost money. It just hasn't grown as quickly as you'd like it to. Now, if you owned a home pre-COVID in San Antonio, then you know what I'm talking about. You've gained in San Antonio anywhere between $80,000 to $120,000 of worth or value on your home, and you didn't even have to do anything with it other than live in it or have somebody else live in it because it was already getting rented out. Now the market is showing that it's going to continue to go in that direction, and San Antonio market, still believe or feel that we won't feel a crash because we're still below or at the medium levels of the United States as a whole. What I feel will potentially come is a mild plateau for a couple of years, and that's mild, so which means we'll still see growth, but you'll only see maybe 1 to 3% year over year growth, and then we'll hit another high season of which you'll have potentially, like we did over the COVID years, almost a 16% growth year. That's insanity all in its own. But I just know I spent too many years active duty when I not buying homes the way I should. And I would just hate for other individuals to spend 8, 10, 12, 15, 17, 20 plus years in the military, get out, and when they could have purchased a home everywhere they went. And it really, the VA home loan benefit allows that. And there's so many great lenders that can associate. We have Chris Fouts with the Line Mortgage that can assist you. We have the Brady's.
Yeah.
The Brady's that they can easily assist you as well, and all of that kind of with all of that information, those are two great lenders that can offer tons of assistance for you and really assist in guiding you in that direction. And we've been blessed to make teams with many other real estate based companies and professionals that offer additional value to that military member that may not know everything about real estate, but they're really dying to learn and to jump into that market. So they too at one day can sit back and go, man, I'm glad I listened up and I jumped in and I started learning more about real estate. It's an amazing tool for you to have in your back pocket, even if you're never going to be a real estate agent. Nobody's telling you to be. Even if you're like, well, I don't want to be a property manager, Pompi. I don't want to manage it. I don't want to do any of that jazz. It's uncomfortable. It's ugly. Like, yeah, it is. But we're here in a position to be able to assist you with that, so it's less ugly on your lap. I don't know. You got anything else you want to add to that?
Nothing. Just like I said, it's a measured way to garner generational wealth for your family without a lot of the risk that would be involved in a more volatile thing. Now, like Pompi said, like there are plateau years where growth we're not going to see too many 16% years of growth. That's unheard of everywhere. But the years, the many years between these huge spikes in San Antonio has been stable for a lot longer than most places. And that's something why everybody is so gobsmacked by the sudden raises in rent and the sudden exponential rate of value of their homes here, because it has been stable for so long that it just doesn't seem real. It is very real, and people are coming here from all over the nation because of it. So it's one of those things to consider.
Yeah. California, Colorado, New York City.
Yes.
Washington State.
And Nevada,
Idaho. So those are a handful of the individuals we've been able to help over the last year or so, as we've helped them not only buy homes, but many of them have reached back out to us because they too will be PCSing, and they're saying, hey, Pompi, we want to rent this house out because we'd like to take a stab at this real estate investing thing. And if you don't believe me, just flip through Instagram, Facebook, even do a Google search for real estate investing, and you'll see that there's definitely a place for the small term or small time person to still get in and grow their own wealth versus allowing Zillow or any of these other companies to grow theirs and you just give your money away. I would just hate for military members to keep giving their money away. There's just no need for it. But I'm glad we had this opportunity to share this information with you. We won't take up any more of your time. And you know what? We're signing out. The rest of the team thanks you for the opportunity to share this information with you. And peace out for today. You guys have a beautiful day.